Right, welcome back, guys. Now this video is kind of bittersweet. This morning I was due to jump in the car that is already preloaded from last night, head over to Dale at the Maple Tree Studios, spend the day with him, do his beard invades, and then go for a meal on the night. Tuesday we were meant to shoot down to JP's, do his beard invades, and then spend the evening with JP and his girlfriend Victoria. But late last night I made the decision that Cheryl wasn't fit enough to travel. She's quite poorly at the moment, so we're going to do it in a couple of weeks. So I'll still get it done, but we're doing that. Now the sweet part of today is at least I've got things to do. Have you noticed? You may have noticed things are a little bit different around here, and that's because I had a couple of parcels turn up that I'm going to be unboxing in a minute. First of all, I've got a few stickers and I've got a bit of mail to show you guys. So I've been down to Insignia Signs. These are the guys that I use for my stickers. They're really good quality on really thick vinyl. That's the old one. This is the brand new sticker, so if you haven't got one of these, let me know. But they're matte, so they won't reflect on your wall or whatever you put them on. So that's those. Got a sticker from Kim Tippin. If you don't know who Kim is, she's a really lovely and very talented wood turner. As normal, I'll leave a link in the description below, but go over, check her out. I think you'll enjoy her channel and what she turns. Now this box here, it says Pure Michigan, so that's going to go on the board. Right, so this is from a buddy in Michigan called Pole Barn Productions. He sent a few blanks. This is a aluminium honeycomb which I've never turned, so I'm going to enjoy that. And these are these I can't remember what he said they were, but they're very cool. Now I've got my pressure pot, which I'll show you in a minute. I've just got to get some resin and I'll turn them as well. So there's Doug's stickers. I've got plenty of these, so I'll be splattering them all over the place. Oh, actually, I'm running out of space on that wall, so I've got another board that I'm going to be putting up. I'm going to start filling that up as well. So Kim, and I'll put another one of the pole barns on there as well. And I'll where is it? The Insignia Signs, I'll put that on there as well. So what's that? Oh, made in the USA. I still haven't got a USA flag yet, guys. Maybe someone can send me one out. So this is a project that it's a collaboration with Doug, and it's a bit of a special one. We've both got one of these. Doug's made them both. So what do you think? If you look in there, you'll see something that resembles unicorn poop. So this is going to be the unicorn poop bowl. It's mad. So this unicorn poop is from Doug's own unicorns. He's stabilised it in resin and he's cast it into a bowl blank. So I'm going to be turning this. That's glow in the dark in the bottom. But yeah, You might think it's a bit disgusting, but I think it's hilarious. Anyway. Right, so let's get back to today's video. First of all, I unboxed this because I was too excited. And I wanted to try it out. So, that's the new 10-litre pressure pot. Which we're going to have some fun with when I can afford some resin. And right, let's get on with unboxing, shall we? Someone's pinched my scissors. I've just seen them. Oh, there they are. Right, so yeah, this came this morning. This is one of 2 boxes. Okay. Oh god, that's heavy. Oh. Right, so you can kind of guess what this is going to be, can't you? So what I've got is the Axminster AC305, is it? Yeah, the Axminster 305, and the kits that I've got, you get the lathe, you get the Axminster Clubman SK100, you get the live center. Do you know what? Let's have a look. What do we actually get in this box? Right, so there's the MT2 live center. Nothing special there. It's just a, you know, we've seen those before. This is the MT2 4-prong drive. That's sharp. So there, nothing special. This, on the other hand, is I've got the SK80 chuck. This is the next one up from the SK80, so it's the SK100. Oh, so there's the jaws. I don't know how different these jaws are to the SK. Oh, they are bigger. Yeah, of course they're bigger because it's a bigger chuck. So yeah, that's the jaws. This is the screw chuck. So you got the wormwood screw. I suppose it's the same as this, yeah, because this is Axminster as well. So they're identical. You got the face plate. This is for Type C dovetails. Should be the same as mine. Yeah, it's exactly the same. So I've got 2 of those now, which is handy to have. And a really, really good quality box. Look at the box, guys. That's brilliant, isn't it? There's a $5's worth of box there. Anyway, let's get to this lovely piece of machinery. Look at that. Comes in a nice cardboard box. It says Axminster 5-year guarantee. So I wonder if that's the same as, oh, see, that's better. That's the old one for the SK80, and this is the one for the SK100. It's obviously the same, but you've got these rubber bits on there. Oh, it's got an Allen grub screw in there. I'm sorry about the light. Let's just fix that.
So I wonder what that's for. Maybe you can slide it down for more leverage. I don't know. The original SK81 doesn't have that little screw. Anyway, so that's cool. I like that. Nice and soft rubber. Okay, so I take it that's the 80, 100, and that's the larger one, I think. Yeah, and that's your warranty as well. Destructions. So the instructions are very clear and they seem to be legible. I know sometimes you get these sort of thing and the English is absolutely terrible, but it's understandable, if that makes sense. But this is yeah, that's really good. And then we get to the chuck itself. Oh god, there's some weight in that. What a beautiful piece of machinery that is. Look at that. There's the 80 and there's the 100 side by side. Beautiful piece of machinery. This is I'm still going to use that. I've got a plan for that, but this is gorgeous. Look at that. So, and the way you close the jaws on these is with the back there. It's a very, very smooth motion, that is. Okay, right. Enough salivating over that. What a gorgeous piece of machinery that is. So, I'll pop those back in there. I mean, if you don't already know the way these work, these are the Type C jaws, and they've Type C dovetail jaws, and the actual, that part there is got a dovetail shape. And what I'll do, I'll show you actually. Let's wind this one in. Okay. So you've got your dovetail jaws, and the faceplate is actually got a dovetail on it as well. So when you pop that, sorry, yeah, that way. No, it's not. What am I thinking? See, I'm used to putting that down on the wood that way, but you put it down on the wood that way, and then it slots in here. So as you're tightening up, it locks in that way. So there's no movement there at all. Great design. So, like I say, I've got plans for this SK80. I'm not going to throw the old lathe away. I'm still going to use it, but what I'd like to do is to mount this on a pole so that I can put things in and work on it off the lathe, if that makes sense. But it'll make sense when I build the mechanism to put this onto. Okay, right. Okay, so that's that and that's that. Just pop these back in there for a little while. I wonder if they'll fit in there as well. Right. So this little beauty is extremely heavy. I don't know how I managed to get it off the pallet and lifted it up to put it on here, but so this is the Axminster AC305 WL lathe. So it's their craft range. Axminster Craft, is it? Okay, right. Let's get this unboxed. Well, that's what it says in there, but I know differently. This is not the 240. So why do they send... Okay, maybe it's very similar in... I don't know. Anyway, that's that. Right, so let's go through what we've got. Right, so it's packaged well. What's that? Machine wax. I wonder what that's for then. Okay, machine wax. I'm going to pop that there a minute. Come and have a look. So what we've got in the box is... So that's for pushing things out of your tailstock and that. Okay. So that's I'd imagine that is for all your tools to slot into, similar to the thing that I've got over there. So what's this? Okay, spanner. I'd imagine that's the lock or indexing. We'll get to that in a minute. Screwdriver. I'm going to lose that one, aren't I? Right, so it's the actual lathe now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to split this box down there, because there's no way I'm going to be able to lift this out of here and above. Right, so I've got to try and lift it now out of here onto the bed. Don't try this yourself at home because it's extremely heavy. So it's a normal kettle plug. Right guys, if I would have known how heavy this machine was, I would never have tried to get it out of that box on my own. It is really heavy and sturdy, so I did struggle a little bit. So don't do that. If you buy one of these, make sure you get another person to help you out the box of it. That was pretty stupid of me to do, but still okay. Right, so the power lead is separate. We'll put that on when we finish setting it up. This is quite a good feature. See, these are actually handles, so if you was to do craft fairs and some kind of, you know, exhibitions and things like that, and you want to take your lathe there to do, you know, to do demos and things like that, this is quite a good feature. And they push away out the way as well. They're actually really good sturdy handles. So what's that there then? Oh, that's interesting. So there's your... Okay. Right, let's set this up then. So... Oh, this is interesting. So this is driven by a belt. So you've got different cogs. So you've got a large cog at the top and then a small one, and then the other way around there. But if you want to swap these over for a different speed, a different ratio, then what you'd do is you'd loosen this, and then you would loosen your belt. See how it's gone loose now? And then push it back down, lock it off. So really you don't need a different size belt. One belt does it all. Okay. Oh right, okay, so I didn't see that. That's a faceplate. That's quite nice. It's small as well. So put that with that. Okay, so initial thoughts, the build quality is really nice. I'm happy. Yeah. Bit of a scratch on the paint there, but that's not really going to make any difference to turning, is it? The headstock is, I mean, the drive side is solid. There's no movement there at all. Overall, it's a nice, well-built machine, as far as I can see. I mean, I don't know if you can see that. So I just noticed that this little switch, this on and off switch, was poking out. You can see that, the way it's coming out. Makes no difference really, it pushes in, it's fine. When I took it out of the box, this case here was off like that, but I think that might have been me struggling to get it out of the box, but it's fine, it's not broken. The casting, I mean, what can you say about the casting? It's not perfect, but to be honest, makes no difference to the to what the lathe is capable of doing. Yeah, a little bit of a scratch there as well. So the tailstock, there is movement in the tailstock left and right, and it moves really smoothly on the bed, but as soon as you engage that lock, it's solid, it's not going anywhere. Now I'm wondering how accurate this is between centres, because you can lock it off there with a small gap there, look, but then you can lock it off with not really much of a gap there, so we'll see how accurate that is. Right, okay, so I'm going to tighten that up. Slight bit of movement there, but that's nothing really. It does actually show you how many inches and millimeters, so you got millimeters there and then you got inches underneath, how far you're coming out of the tailstock. So if you want to bore into something, you've got quite an accurate measurement there of how deep you're going in. Yeah, that's bang on. Yeah, perfect. Okay, right. I like this. I like the fact that your rest you can have in any direction, and you just pinch it down and it's stuck there. I mean, you can go right in, not that you'd ever want to go right in there, but once it's locked off, there is no movement. Okay, so that's locked off now. So there's a bit of paint missing straight out the box there, look. Again, that's just off the top of this rest. But that's fine. Okay, so this is the way that you tighten your rest down. quite solid. Okay. There's no nicks in the top of that rest. Bit of paint missing, but that's about it. That's fine. Okay. Right, let's get to this, the business part of it. Okay. So the actual booklet I've got is the AC305 WL. This is the AC305 WL. So I'm hoping that this booklet works for both. Which are okay, right. So in this little bag we've got a couple of spanners, some screws and whatnot. Not entirely sure what they are. Not sure where they go, to be honest. There's a... Okay, so that is the handle for the tail stock for you to wind that in. So let's pop that on. Alright, so it's a flat it's a flat head screwdriver, and we've only got a Phillips here, so bear with me. Well, that is the wrong instruction manual. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call my buddy that's got the same lathe as me, and I'm just going to make sure that he didn't get this instruction manual with his. I mean, good job, I'm quite savvy when it comes to this sort of thing, although I have no idea what these are. I know what that is. That is your lock for indexing. I mean, it's quite good actually. Anyway, I'm going to turn this off in a minute. I'm going to phone my buddy. Right, so I've just been on the phone to my buddy. He says basically they've put the wrong instruction manual in the box, but it's not brain surgery. It's really easy. There's not much you have to set up on these when they come. What are you saying? These black plastic things are for your tools to sit on, so you can screw them up somewhere to a wall, whatever. And the little screws obviously are for this. All I really need to do is to take this bung out of here and then screw this one in. Now this is to lock right, so okay, so this is so you can lock your yeah, this part. I'm losing my marbles. Let's just lock that down. Okay. So what's going on there then? Okay. Yeah, so this is so you can lock your chuck off. So when you put in your chuck on or your faceplate on, you can lock this off and screw it on like so. Okay, so you lock that on, and then obviously there you go. So in the top of this little knob you've got 2 holes, and you've got a little pin that drops, the pin drops into, so that's locked now. So when you lift it up, it can't drop in unless you find that little pin, which should be there. Okay, right, so okay, right. So I'm not going to bother with these because I will keep these safe on my wall. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that okay, that is locked off. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so that's the lathe that I've got here, the AC305, and that's the lathe that I've got the instruction manual for. Easy done. It's not hurting anything. I'm just lucky that it's so easy to set up. So the power cord is just it's just a kettle plug, and that plugs into there, like so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire it up for the very first time. Remove that stock out, that rest out the way. That's locked down. So that's very quiet. I forgot to mention, these are the on and off buttons, so they're push button. And imagine that's a safety. Yeah. There you go, as easy as that. So you got your on, off, and your speed. The black and the red will give you the speed as you turn this, depending on where your belt is on the motor, because you've got 2 different settings on the motor. So one will be the lower speed, and then you drop your belt onto the other side and you've got the higher speed. So quite easy. To change the belt speed, or you change the belt, what you do is obviously you'd unplug it first. So there's the plug. Drop this piece of plastic back, and then you've got your belt. So if I want to change the belt now, I'll drop this lever to take the tension off this other lever here, and as I pull that up, it takes the weight off that belt, and all I do is I pop it on there. This piece here flips open so you can see the bottom of your motor, so you can put that side of the belt on as well. And then all I'm going to do, I'm not going to move it, I'm going to keep it there, so I'm going to increase the pressure, lock that off, job done. Easy as that. So what we're going to do is going to pop our live center on, and that goes just into the tailstock like that. That is incredibly sharp. It's got seal bearings in there, which is nice. Okay, so that pops in there. So you've got the different options. You can put your 4-prong drive straight into the head, like so, or you can put your chuck on. So I'm going to pop the chuck on. I actually do have a adapter because I've got a Morse Taper 1 pen mandrel, I've got this adapter that turns it into an MT2, a Morse Taper 2, which I'm really lucky. So it's literally just an adapter. So I can use my my Jacobs chuck in there. I can use my other smaller 4-prong in there as well, which I've literally bought from Yandles when we went down there last. Yeah, so there you go. I'm really happy to have this. It's a 2-to-1. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop the SK100 on there now. So what you'll notice is all chucks, as far as I'm aware, this is how you buy them. So you buy the different jaws to go with the chuck. They're all numbered, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and that number will correspond with the jaws. As you can see, there's a number 2 there, there's a number 4 there. Maybe you see that? So that's how you line them up. First of all, we're going to pop it on. Lock our chuck down, our drives down. Okay, so that's locked on now. Just give that a little spin up, turn it right down. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Right then, so we've got the chuck on, and we're going to pop the Type C dovetail jaws on now. So all we've got to do, and it's really simple, is if you look there, you've got a number 1. You've also got a number 1 on the top of this part that goes up and down, and then that corresponds with the number 1 that is on your jaws or jaw, and all you do is you line it up so this little groove here sits in the protruding part there. You do get the screws and the Allen key supplied with this kit. So all we're going to do is pop these on real quick now. Okay. Right, so the wormwood screw, or what do they call it? Screw chuck to fit Type C dovetails. Again, you get the Allen key with this, because it's actually, what you do is you line up the flat part there, pop that in, lock it off. Okay, done. Now this wormwood screw actually fits in the Type C dovetail. So what you do is you pop it in like that. See how it's gripping it now? There's a little lip. There's a lip on the jaws and on this face plate here, or this plate. So there's no movement there whatsoever. Right. And then obviously the face plate does the same, it slots on. It's as easy as that. What I'd like to do now is to check how accurate this is between centres. So I'm going to whip the chuck off. I'm going to stick the 4-prong drive in, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the tailstock up to meet the centre of that 4-prong drive there. So let's see what happens. Stepping on the let's lock that off. To be honest, there's a slight bit of movement in this tailstock, but it's nothing to worry about, to be honest. Once it's locked on, they meet up pretty well in the centre. I'm happy with that. That's lovely. If you can see that on camera, you see that they're pretty much lined up together. That's cool. Right, let's see if we can turn some. Cool.
Right, so overall I'm quite happy with this machine. There's a few things like the way that you lock the drive centre off it works fine, it does the job, but it's a little bit fiddly. Other than that, it's all good. In fact, there's one other thing where you've got this little handle to wind your tailstock in. It kind of makes a bit of a racket, but that's easily done with a little bit of tape or something, I don't know. Just on the inside. Can you hear that? But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this has helped you decide whether or not you want to buy this model. I am certainly happy with it, and I'm looking forward to getting some nice turning jobs done. The first thing is the Pole Barn Productions Unicorn Poop Bowl, so keep an eye out for that. Also check out Kim, check out Initial, where are they? Insignia Signs. I'll leave a link to them, so if you want to get good quality stickers, head over, let them know that the Beard x16 sent you. And other than that, I'll see you in the next video.